What's good, internet, and welcome back to attackslug. We'll play just about anything today. Looking at a game called Juicy Army here on the PC on Steam for a price of $9.99. As always, full disclosure, they sent me a copy and maybe they shouldn't have. Let's get into it here. There's not much to get into. So, I'm playing with a controller here on Steam. This is a top-down roguelike, that kind of a game. And my suggestion to you is that if you like this genre, then perhaps play any other game in the genre. There's not a whole lot in this one. First and foremost, the character readability, the enemy readability here on this is not particularly great. So trying to discern, all right, what's going on here on this very pink, with a pink background type thing, it's kind of distracting. After a few stages here, you will get a boss and then a different palette swap of a level thing, but they all kind of generally look the same from a gameplay perspective. You will find different guns that do different things sometimes, and every enemy you kill will give you a bit of juice here to fill up your meter that gives you more levels. And when you gain enough to get a new level, then you get some perks to choose from, like any good roguelike would do. But again, I'd say if this is your kind of thing, there are plenty of other games that are in this exact style that look and play and feel way better. I will say the movement here is not bad. You have a dash, but that's kind of it. You have a dash and a shoot, and it's very, very simple. And technically, simple's not bad a lot of the time. But when you are too simple at a price of $10, and you consider the competition here in this genre is very, very high, that this is just not going to cut it. Just not going to do it for fans of what this is and what it does. Like, it's technically competent, but not much above the baseline of, okay, it's a functional video game, and that's kind of it. Like, it does what it says on the box, but otherwise it's not doing a whole lot that has not been done before in this genre. And generally, if you are competing with other games that are in this scale and scope, you want to at least do something different than those do. Also, like, look at my shadow here, and then look at on the ground, my shadow. That's weird. I feel like you shouldn't have a double shadow. Like, that's, I don't know, man. Like, the light source there, whatever it's doing, is not what I'm looking for, but it's just me. So, I gained a level, and I get one mutation. And I can choose from either my health, I can say my max ammo capacity, or I can get my increased movement speed. I'm going to get that movement speed here. I like that. But yeah, it drops you in, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, enemies. Like, there's no real finesse to it. There's no real, like, anything particularly interesting to even discuss here in the video. It's kind of just this. And, like, it doesn't feel bad to play, like, from a moving around perspective, but it also does not really doing anything that I couldn't already get in, like, an Enter the Gungeon or games of that nature, where they're much better games at a very similar price point, especially during Steam sales. So it's very, very hard to say, alright, if you played literally every other game that's like this, then maybe, but even then, it's a hard sell at $10. On the PC here, there is no way to cap my frame rate. So I'm playing at 186 frames here, which on a RTX 3070 is kind of pointless. So let me at least cap the frame rate at like a 60, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be at 180 or right now 230 frames. That's not necessary for this kind of a game. It's just really not. So yeah, not much else to say on Juicy Army. It kind of, I'm gonna go to the first boss here, but otherwise, like, I made it to the 4th area, and for some reason, here we go, alright, new gun, a plasma pistol. For some reason, when I went from the 2nd area to the 3rd area, there was no boss in the 2nd area, so that was a little weird. But besides that, it's just very, very simple, and I played 20 minutes and got kind of all I needed in that 20 minutes going up to the 4th area. So I'm not sure if there's an ending, if you can finish it after more areas than that. I have no idea. But this should be, yes. Alright, this is the boss region here. Let's get some ammo. Stock up here, and here is the boss. So now I actually need to be dashing more often. As far as I can tell, the bosses are just bigger versions of the already existing enemies. So there was this boss, and there was a giant, like, green watermelon boss that's very much in the same vein as the watermelon enemies that are in the game. Like, I think the enemy variety is actually not bad, but again, the stages are small. They kind of just, you know, put you in there and just say, hey, go. And that's just kind of all there is to it. And it's not terribly engaging from a gameplay perspective. It's kind of just the same thing over and over again. There's not much in here that would really differentiate from other games in the genre doing this thing, this exact thing, a whole lot better, is my opinion, having played a bit of it. Thus far, I'm getting hit here. I think that the damage you take is unclear, because I feel like sometimes it's 2 and sometimes it's 1, so I don't know. Let's go back to our other gun here, because this gun is whatever. And when the boss dies, all the enemies on the stage die, which is nice. Like, I can at least appreciate that. I think it's brown is the next one. Yes, brown. So, chocolate, if you will. But yeah, it's, man, look, it's that. And there are plenty of games that do that a whole lot better. This is Juicy Army. It is out on Steam, on the PC. It is $10. My advice is play just about anything else besides this. And it's not even like, alright, if it was early access, I could understand, alright, you're in early access, you might get there. But this is just $10 with no roadmap, and it's just, I can't recommend that anyone play it when there are so many other games that do just this for the same price point or a very similar price point on Steam that are a lot better of a video game. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. I'll play just about anything, and this was Juicy Army out now on Steam. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.